Hi guys, it's your mid-December update from the Manx Viking project. Storm Darragh, yeah. So everything that was standing in here before is now either partially or completely over. Massive great hole through the top of that plantation. Had a bit of a problem with the quad. Fuel filter was blocked on it, so it's starving of fuel. And there was water build up in the dry belt case as well. From it being left outside, which was a bit naughty of me, so I bought a tarp to cover it over from now on. Hopefully stop that happening again. So we're going to get loaded up and get into the larch plantation for a little while, and you'll see why I've got to redo everything I did in the last video. And yeah, for all our technology and everything else, sometimes Mother Nature just says hold my beer. And as you can see, all of the work I'd done cutting paths and logging what was already felled, already down, has been completely obliterated by the storm. So it's back. So yeah, a major part of this is there's that many trees down, there are loads of small branches, and when you've cut them all off, you've then got a load of trip hazards. So it's literally a couple of minutes with the chainsaw and then 10 or 15 minutes then tidying up all the branches, getting them out of the way, getting them stacked up. The worst thing that can happen is operating a chainsaw and you trip over something. So cleaning up after myself as I'm working along before I do any more chainsaw work is just the best way to do it, slow and steady. This big tree to the left here it's uprooted, so it's got the root ball pulling one way, it's wedged between two other trees, and then it's got the weight of the tree trying to pull the other way. So it's basically a case of relieving the pressure very carefully, moving to the downside, although behind an existing tree, then to release the stump and let that fall back on itself. Can then log it into lengths that we'll hopefully be able to pull out. And of course that doesn't always happen. These things weigh a lot, and sometimes the quad just isn't powerful enough to pull it out from its resting place. So gave it a couple of tugs, but there's nothing doing, and best thing to do is just give up. We'll get a winch on it, we'll winch it out onto flat ground, and then we'll be able to tow it out. So Storm Darragh's roared through, and Odin has given us a bountiful quantity of new windfall. Unfortunately, it's also completely destroyed all of the work that I did on the last video, cutting a path from top to bottom in the plantation. So it's back to square one. Got to try and get all of this cleared out of the way now so we can actually get the timber out. It's good in some respects. There's a lot more larch down now, a lot more windfall. But it's a lot more difficult and dangerous going, clearing what we've got here. And again, it's something I've got to do on my own because we can't have volunteers in this environment. It's just too dangerous. So I'll look after myself, and we'll crack on with it. So there you go.